Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Duramo, physician, speaker, #1 best-selling author of the Mind Body Toolkit, and founder of the American Institute of Mind Body Medicine. I just put a video out recently about how your perception is your reality, and a really cool sleep trial they did where people were, they went through this sleep study, and in the morning they were told either that they had very high quality sleep and went really deep and got restorative sleep, or they were told that they had really poor quality sleep and they didn't get much restoration. And what they found was, and it wasn't the truth, it wasn't based on anything what really happened. It was just what the groups were told. But that for the groups who were told they had high quality sleep and restored their sleep, they performed much, much higher on a cognitive exam when they had to kind of start using their thinking skills. And the people who had been told they had a very poor quality sleep performed very low, independent of whether they actually had good sleep or didn't. And this is a great illustrator of how your perception creates your reality. This sends changes in your brain depending on what you perceive and what you believe. It sends messages to your body that actually creates different chemical changes in the function of your organs, like your thyroid, and whether you can produce normal thyroid hormones or not, depending on what you perceive and believe. Well, I was in a private call with one of my private coaching clients today, and she's been struggling with weight gain. And in the past few months, we've been working together, and some of the core things coming up with her with anxiety and feeling stuck in her business and always worrying about things and not being able to create the solutions that she wants, because it's really so much about manifesting. She's had huge breakthroughs on all of this. And at the same time, she said, I'm actually gaining more weight. What's going on? And it was now is when her body, now that she'd embraced so many new beliefs and so many new ideas, her body was really bringing up this old pattern that she'd sort of inherited in her family that was weighing her body down physically. Now, if we hadn't gone through changing her patterns of perception, her ability to understand what's going on in her body, she wouldn't have been open to what happened today. And what we did was, I teach her, feel into your body, because when we feel our body, the answers are there. We can become aware of how we feel physically. We can become aware of how we feel emotionally. And we may even become aware of some of the thoughts going through our mind. Usually these are subconscious. And for most people, they don't even feel anything emotionally. So just getting into the physical, feeling your body physically, will be of value in helping you feel what's happening emotionally, because this is the key to unwinding and changing those energies living in your body. And they stem from your beliefs and perceptions. And so all of a sudden she became aware of this heaviness and this wrongness and this judgment, judging her body. I'm too heavy, I'm too big, I shouldn't be this way, I'm so athletic, I'm really masculine. And all these ideas started to come up and all these feelings started to come up. And she became aware that, there'd been this old pattern in her family. Her mom was petite, her grandmother was petite. They were afraid, don't eat too much, you'll gain weight. And so there were all these episodes that she'd noticed that were happening. And what she hadn't realized was, wow, I bought into all of that. I'm too big. I'm too athletic. I shouldn't be so masculine. And she was so angry. And all that anger's lived with her for decades. Well, anger is going to put you into that sort of stress response and stress chemistry, and your cortisol levels go up, and it makes your body hold on excess weight. Now, there's no way that you can just identify these patterns by kind of thinking about them rationally, because they don't necessarily make any sense. But through feeling your body, you can become aware of them. And then we use some really simple mind-body tools. Actually, one that I'm going to be teaching in my upcoming program that we're going to be telling you about in a couple weeks here, called EFT meridian tapping. It's a really powerful way to give new information to your brain about what's going on in your body, the way you perceive things, the way you translate things, the ideas you have of how you're supposed to be, how your body's supposed to be, and things that wouldn't even make rational sense to you, but they're playing out in your mind. And so, of course, your body is responding. So we were able to release this pattern, this decades-long pattern, and she felt lighter, freer, joyful, started laughing. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful to be free from this pattern. And you can feel it in your body when you've shifted. So I'm going to be teaching you EFT meridian tapping in a few weeks here. I'd love to have you in that program. Make sure you're on the subscriber list at drkimd.com. But share this video, because for all of us, we're really awakening into these deeper truths. The truths that our bodies have for us, the truths that our higher mind, our wisdom have for us. And those, it's just it's not available in ordinary thinking. We're all fired up. We tend to spend a lot of time in our head, our brains firing and firing so fast. You can't see through these patterns while you're in the process of using them. So we can go deeper into this, and I'll be sending out some more videos this month to take you through that process. So make sure you're subscribed at drkimd.com and share this video with people that you love, who you want to support in their awakening. And then tell me something today, like what is a perception you know you're ready to shift, to begin to transform and open to prosperity, to health, to vibrance, and to success in your life. Sending you so much love. It's Dr. Kim D, and I'll see you soon.